considering the potential impact on your organization, what pricing model, one time, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, yearly, blah, 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 subscription, whatever you want to call it, would you find most appealing for the training that we've talked about? Yeah, that's been described thus far. So what sort of pricing model do you think makes the most sense to you, considering the potential impact, again, on your organization or your client organization?
I think I understand the question correctly. So, is it explaining the pricing model or why I attach it to that level?
So considering the potential impact on your organization, what pricing model, let's say, appeals to you, or would you think is sort of the best way to go?
So I'll say that I myself have three price points there, and I believe that coaching sort of falls into this in
Mhm.
general. So I have the clarity sessions themselves are in the $100 range because they are quick, they are fast, they are effective, and they are accessible to anyone. That is the intent of them. Now, to learn to do that is a much higher level skill. So that's in the thousand zone, but it is still
Mhm.
training a tool. And I
Mhm.
don't believe that tools need to be any more than thousands. However, one-on-one coaching, my failure expert, my big 1 year course, that is in
Mhm.
the tens of thousands zone because that is going to impact hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I believe that is worth tens of thousands of dollars.
Okay. So that's about the price point, but and that's good. I like that, and I like the way you categorized it. So what would you say is the pricing model? So let's jump back, not the pricing numbers, but the pricing model. So the first one then is on demand and low cost. The
Yes.
second one is
The second one is a practice of a tool, and it would be in the mid zone. And
right.
then exclusive content specific to an individual is in the high zone.
Okay, and sort of let's loop back then onto the frequency. So let's start at the high and go backwards now.
Yep.
So the 1-to-1 1 year coaching, presumably that pricing model would be a one time. Is that a one time or a monthly payment to do that? Given the language, I think it would be you pay this, that's a year, we're done.
Yes, although I think it is really important to allow for payment options.
Mm-hmm.
So a one-time fee, I like the idea that if somebody's going to pay for the entire year up front, that they get a special deal just for choosing that, for making that commitment. I think that also sometimes those funds are not liquid and capable and able, right? So being able to do quarterly I think is really important to allow that for people, but I do believe it costs more.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I agree. So then that was the top end model. So what was the second one then? That was
Both the
skills
mid
building
and the low are a pay up front. Like this is you're paying for this tool, and I am now going to teach you how to use this tool.
money. Okay, so the next one is, and this one is may or may not be shared, but I'll start with it anyway. So